Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Avernum 5. So we're fully buffed and rested and ready to jump into the unknown. The game has warned us that the staircase goes down a ways and then just stops, and we have to jump the rest of the way. So let's do that. And okay, this is officially the darkest place that we've been, pretty sure. We are surrounded by crypt zombies. That's great. I didn't expect to jump into combat quite this immediately. Good thing I did buff a little bit at least, but of course, oh, we're not immediately attacked, which is odd. Okay. Seems like the game is benevolent. It's almost like one of those situations where, you know, some I don't know, person in a movie is surrounded by complete darkness, and they light up, I don't know, a match or something, and then that reveals that they're actually surrounded by monsters. Except in this case, that we can see the monsters, light or otherwise. Anyway, it's kind of fun to imagine that we're in that kind of situation. Anyway, well, I mean, since they're not attacking for some reason, I can just take my time and do all of these things, which is nice. I do wonder though. Okay, well, one thing is that I see that there is some kind of chamber behind this wall. Not the other two walls, though. So that's interesting. Actually, okay, no buttons visible. I'm wondering, of course, how we're gonna exit this place eventually. Because, yeah, upstairs I did not see any kind of indication of any hidden passages leading back to that area. So we'll see. I mean, if they're not attacking us, I guess we'll just start attacking them. Wait and see what they do. Okay. They act before the casters, that much is normal. Yeah, but they're not interested in advancing to attack us at all. I should probably be a little bit conservative with mana, considering these enemies here are not that bad. Still repel spirit just to see. Okay, that's good damage. I mean, that being said, this is relatively cheap, so let's keep going with that. Obviously, these enemies are not very hard to kill. Well, that was some good damage, even considering it was a mighty blow. Yeah, obviously these enemies are not very tough to kill, so no armor reduction is necessary, or... Oh, okay. Nice. Just shoot that one. Oh, that actually worked. What do you know? Yeah, okay. Alright, that's better. Sure, punch all you like. Doesn't seem like they even have any kind of special property to their attack, so... Very basic enemies. Just attack, and she finishes the job just fine. And recover a decent number of points. Okay, so that first encounter was not bad at all. I could try to conserve those buffs a bit more, or a lot more, by just staying in combat mode, but I just don't feel like doing that. There is a door ahead, held shut by a huge padlock. The lock is covered with carefully inscribed glyphs. You may not be able to get it open with brute force. You find yourself staring at the door. You can't look away. There is something beyond there, something calling to you, something that longs to envelop you, to let you set down your burdens, to rest, to... You snap out of it. Shaking off charms like this was a large part of your training, and yet there's something powerful beyond this door. Soul Taker, I guess. Something that wants to claim you. At least it's safely locked in. For now. Let me guess, the only way out of this place leads through it. Quick Gast, hello. Okay, you're significantly tougher than those crypt zombies from earlier. Yep. Interestingly, most of our buffs are actually still intact. I mean, that's convenient. Okay, these guys are a lot healthier, so some buffs are in order. That was an amazing double attack, though. Now, do I just rush to kill the first guy as quickly as possible, or do I soften up the next one? Of course, if I do that, it's likely to actually come running right past Luca and after him. Unless I shoot this guy, if I can. See, line of sight worked actually. Now, if this one wants to reach Svafnir, he should... actually, he could technically not walk past Rasluka, but I don't think the AI is gonna be smart enough to do that, so we'll see. Okay. So not only are they quick, they also like slowing people down, and this one decided to attack her either way. Okay. Or they don't. Well, they don't slow, but they stun, I guess, which can be just as bad. Do we use area spells? I mean, I feel like we need to with that many enemies. The other question is that close enough to actually target them? Out of range. Okay, that works. Right, but you're not actually hasted anymore. Well, it's fine. You're down to 2 action points, which is perfectly adequate. Just enough to attack. And, you know, conserving mana is one thing, but... Oh, right, we do have Arcane Summon. Completely forgot to look at this. Summons one huge, dangerous creature. Well, not now, but I'll give it a try. At some point. That was really good damage. Oh, she's also no longer hasted. I think we're probably going to be fine for the rest of this fight, though. We'll see. Oh, wait, no, never mind, it's fine. Can you reach that one? Yes. Okay. Okay. Haste is gone on her. He still has it, but that one's not in line of sight. That one is. Okay. Yeah, you can... I suppose you could do Divine Fire. To hit both and finish this a little bit more quickly. Damage isn't that great, though. Anyway. Should be able to deal with these just fine. I wouldn't mind a couple of double attacks, but, you know. Right, you still can't reach that one. If you could shoot him twice, that might be enough. You know, shoot this one twice instead, and maybe we'll finish them off before they get another attack in. Oh, never mind. There we go. Okay. Probably could have done that a little bit faster, but, you know, it's all good. Now, okay, that's magically locked. Let's take a look around first. Checking for keys every now and then. For keys. Buttons. Wait, does it say here? This way to the egress. Interesting. The other ones are not labeled. Huh. Okay. Difficulty 90, I see. But this one is just magically locked. Okay. It might be physically locked in addition, though. Let's see. Let's see here. Nope. Oops. Yeah, that's... okay. Not a problem, actually, in this case. Fine lance. Well then. Also difficulty 90. keep that in mind. Nope, those are not... Wait, what? Recent sacrifice. Not quick guests. Spectral Blood Taker. Interesting. Potentially mana restore, although we didn't have any luck with those things in Gladwell's Keep. I wonder if this place is... if I have any reason to expect this place to treat me any better. Not really. Anyway, I guess we'll deal with this situation here. Maybe cleanse us some evil altar. Yeah, I mean, I probably should have hasted before doing this, but... Okay, unfortunate. Magical damage, I see. I mean, these guys honestly don't seem that tough. Do I really need to buff for them? Or do I just brute force it? Oh, these guys really like to parry. I guess the Blood Taker does have a little bit of health, huh? Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna buff attack power here. Keep brute forcing in. We can reduce that guy's defense. Okay, it slowed us, Luca. That's fine. I'm actually gonna undo that. And heal her a bit. Maybe she can take out this guy with a good double hit. Nope. Well, okay, actually she can attack twice, so, you know, that works. Yeah, the guy summons. Slowed her more, or try to anyway. Oh, also... Sofner got stunned. Well, dazed. Not even entirely sure when that happened. Ah, that's fine. I could do all kinds of things, but I think I'm just gonna keep attacking. Okay, he's also regenerating. I think I saw his health go up, which is unfortunate. He also counters, weakens and curses. I see. Yeah, I definitely should have applied the full, you know, the full array of buffs here. As it is, this is going to be a little bit of a long fight that's going to drain me of resources anyway. But is it worth it at this point? It's always the question. After the fight has already started, shouldn't I just keep going? No. No, I shouldn't. That was too far, because she moved. I'm done. Okay, at least she's dealing way more damage to the boss creature thing than to herself. Alright. Okay, the newly summoned thing, Warg, is running. Don't kill yourself. Okay, good. You're actually dangerously close. Dangerously low. I don't like that. But maybe... Wait. Okay. But the fear effect had stopped showing on this wolf, and I thought that maybe it had somehow snapped out of it and might finish her off, but yeah, we're actually good now. Yeah. Definitely good now. Alright, that was a little bit scary. And, yeah. Could have handled that better, but ultimately it went alright. Acid shower. Do I even take this with me? I guess I can sell it if nothing else. Madness. Should really try to make use of those. Sounds like they could be fun. But maybe not now. Okay. Save the game. What is this? This gruesome altar is the final destination for living beings abducted by the horrors in this place. It is covered with gore. I mean, we haven't heard anything about this place from anyone in this area. So, where do these undead abduct people from? Maybe some of the disappearances... Oh, okay, this leads back up. That's intriguing. Oh, right, to the rest of this area here. This is a separate area, though. You hear angry moaning and shuffling behind you. Something has followed you up the stairs. Rune-edged bones. Okay, only one creature. That's good. What? Yeah, okay, we're not in combat yet. Let's not be so negligent this time around. Okay, great start. Actually terrible. That thing takes no damage. No physical damage anyway, and it deals a lot of magical damage. Wrong button. Prismatic shield, I guess. We might need the healing and extra buffs from you. I mean, we definitely do, so... Okay. Fire damage does work. But this is gonna be rough. Yeah, you're basically gonna be useless here. That is unfortunate. However, he didn't take any damage there from the first, I don't know, radiating damage, so with any luck, this is gonna be a safe distance. Try acid, which I almost never do. Okay, just... That seems to work at least. Yeah, I mean, I guess you just keep attacking it, and whenever your fatigue drops off, you can apply another debuff. Keep them applied. We obviously need some haste for you at least, because you can deal some damage. Oh, and I guess as soon as my casters actually start attacking, yeah, we finally start getting some damage in. Actually, really good damage too. Not a fan of all the parrying. I also feel like I started saying something, but then I got distracted by this situation here, so I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll remember. Just more fireballs it is. Yeah, she needs to be careful with her mana. I mean, is she leveling up anytime soon? Probably not soon enough. But, you know, that's what we have all those potions for. No problem. Or maybe we can even drink from those basins downstairs. Sure. I think healing is not strictly necessary quite yet, and, you know, we're also gonna probably kill it here. No problem. Dropped 2 rubies. It's 2 ruby eyes, I'm guessing. Okay. That seemed kind of nasty at first, but thankfully it was only 1. Surely there are going to be no more of that kind. Okay. And we find, well, mostly junk and 1 mandrake, which is appreciated. Group heal. Sure. Okay. A note on the wall says, a western orb has red sparkles. A western orb has red sparkles. I didn't even think this was gonna be anything. But that might be good information. Could there be an actual puzzle going on? That would be extremely rare. Western orb, red sparkles. West, red. I don't know. We'll see if that comes into play. West, red, west, red. Will I remember? That's the other question. I guess I'm deciding not to write it down, which is probably stupid, but... You know. Also... yeah, no cleansing or smashing this evil altar. That's poison. That is more poison. Gotcha. The usual justification for trying and reloading, you know, being that my characters should be smart enough to, I don't know, just sniff something that's so obviously poisonous, rather than just all 4 of them simultaneously taking one huge, you know, gulp out of that whatever suspicious substance. Okay, we got another way upstairs, and we got another type of undead to deal with. This one doesn't seem so bad, but this room is kind of suspicious. There is, cleverly hidden digging spot. Well, maybe not so clever, but it is hidden. Okay, we got more parriers, I see. Come on. At least these ones are more or less susceptible to physical attacks. Hopefully also magic, we'll see. Yeah, seems to work just fine. Although again, I really should be more conservative with her mana. There we go. What do they do? Oh, they curse. Okay, that's fine. Okay, they parry even fireballs. As you do. Boosted repel. And please don't parry me. I said please don't parry me. Must have misheard. One of these days. Okay, at least we repaid it in kind. Nice. Alright, okay. Annoying enemies, but not a big deal. What do we have here? Mandrake root. Well, okay. Getting some useful stuff at least. More or less free experience. Oh. Zombie rats. Okay. Interesting. They're not very healthy at all. I mean, probably in more than one way, but... yeah, those are suspiciously harmless enemies. Maybe their bite is really nasty, and if you don't kill them ASAP, they can, I don't know, disease you or something like that. Save the game, just in case. Okay, that leads us to the area that we already saw. Oh, and we got a huge chasm going on here. More evil altars. Oh boy. Wailing Banshees. All the undead. 1,000 hit... what? Oh, Wailing Banshee with 1,000 hit points. Normal Banshee, not Wailing. Only 300. Can we... nope. Well, I guess we're dealing with these now. There is a small grove of strange twisted trees in this alcove. Past them, you see a small dark pool. 3 spectral figures stand around it, their backs to you. Well, they had their backs to me until a moment ago, I guess. Their song, lovely as it is, fills you with a deep, unexplainable terror. Does it now? You... what? Excuse me? Surely you could have reached and attacked her by stepping there and not there. No, that's dumb. Because that made me waste my battle discipline. Okay, let's keep that in mind for later. Probably not that much later. Although... okay, interesting. I guess we have a similar situation to the one down here, perhaps. Yep, looks like it. And maybe another one right here. Please tell me that not every single one of these is going to spawn one of those annoying things. Okay, here we have just normal ghosts. Again, these look suspiciously harmless. But I'll take some easy enemies. Okay. Poison. Certainly not the worst thing in the world. Just moving everyone closer, mostly so the camera doesn't jump back and forth constantly. Did something also happen as the ghost died? Or was it just... I don't know. You're at the edge of an enormous pit. Well, I've been at the edge of this pit for a while now, game, but thanks. An enormous pit dominating this cavern. Oh, this, I guess, would be the eponymous, or the titular. Which one would be more appropriate here? I don't know. Soul Taker's pit, then. Although I guess we have been at the bottom of it previously as well. Anyway, you think that it is about 40 feet deep, though it is too dark and misty to be sure. Deep enough that a fall is sure to be fatal. There are several large pillars in the pit, connected by bridges. One pillar in the very center has no bridge extending to it. The bridge in front of you is the only visible route to the pillars. It seems strangely insubstantial. As you test it with your foot, you sense something powerful in the pit, something watching you. You get nervous. If you walk out there and your unseen foe does something to this bridge, you may be trapped with it. Oh, trapped with it? I mean, yeah, maybe? Is this going to be a whole boss event where we need to move along these platforms and do something with these altars? Interesting. Well, obviously before I even set foot on this bridge, especially after this pretty explicit warning, we're gonna look around downstairs more. I mean, so far, individually, all these encounters have been very manageable, of course. The question is how much of a war of attrition is going to be going on here. Why, game, would you do that? Okay, poison has run out. I probably should have cured that, but you know, poison is never that bad. Yeah, I don't appreciate how the game just randomly put me there. And I also don't understand why it would do that. It's really weird. But nothing bad came of it this time, thankfully. So I'll let it pass. Okay, we have another staircase down there. And yeah, it's interesting how it's more or less symmetrical. Oh, another hint. No sparkles are the same color. Okay, this is actually going to be... so, my theory is that when we click on these altars, probably 4 altars, right? They do seem to be, there does seem to be one, camera please, on each of these larger platforms here. Yeah, so 4 of those, presumably. Once we interact with them, it's going to give me a choice to put a colored orb or something, or sparkles. You know, I think the first hint said something about a sparkling orb, right? The Western one, sparkling red. No sparkles are the same color. So, and in order to make the boss attackable or open the way back out or something required for us to survive, you know, will require us to set the correct colors, the correct combination. So a Western orb, one of these 2 then is red, and no 2 are the same color. I probably should, well, you know, depending on how many more hints we get, I probably should start taking notes after all. It would be the smart thing to do, that's for sure. Okay, here we have the banshees. There we have something with magical barriers. I mean, we have to, right? Obviously. Might as well take care of them now. Since we know they're coming. Well, there are also banshees, so prismatic shield to maybe make us less susceptible to any fearing. Okay. Save the game. Yep. Okay, so I guess we start with the wailing one. Oh. Sure. I probably should have... Oh, it's fine. We'll see if they'll start moving. So right now, of course, we can't... Well, we could hit them with the fire blast. Let's see how they react to it. Okay. I mean, the things, the normal benches don't have that much health, right? Would probably be a good idea to take them out first, just to deal with less enemies. So, surprised that worked out with the action points. Okay. Well, they tried to curse her, but So far, this doesn't seem very bad at all. I don't know why I expected them to be that bad. I mean, they're still undead, right? So Frost isn't gonna do anything. I guess I'm gonna play it safe-ish here and heal a bit. Dealing some really good damage here. Nice. Yeah. It's still okay damage from you, actually. Okay. And... close. Quite close. There we go. Alright, that wasn't so bad. There's no hint here, though. But some Grey Mole. And a Pearlescent Band. Stun resistance, pole weapons, and sharpshooter. What an odd combination. I mean, the sharpshooter is nice, but pole weapons? Like, why? I mean, yeah, okay, sure. For a primarily pole weapons user, this might be, maybe, worth considering. Although I wonder. I mean, honestly, this ring is just not amazing. But, that being said, I mean, it's only 3% less stun resistance. And 2% less armor. The pole weapons don't do anything for her. If only this were melee weapons, this would be an amazing ring, actually. Yeah, so for a pole weapons user, this would be good. The sharpshooter is just a bonus, I suppose. But obviously, no melee character is ever gonna be really good at also using ranged weapons, right? So it's not gonna make a difference, really. And he has 3 sharpshooter, of course. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, as it is, I guess I just don't need it. Right, you guys have mind effect resistance. Well, you have that. You have magical efficiency, yeah. Thanks for the 300 gold, I guess I can sell this for. I suppose that's not nothing. Okay, anyway, that's all we did that for, I guess. Probably didn't need all those buffs in hindsight, but, you know, better safe than sorry. Right, let's take a look at this, I suppose. Save the game, and to save some mana as well, and as well as use up these piercing crystals here. We will do that. Oh, that's another hint. Okay, a sparkling orb to the north. A sparkling orb to the north is not red. Huh. But no two are the same color, so only one is red. And the red one can be either one of these. A sparkling orb to the north is not red. I mean, yeah. So this one is definitely not red. I guess that's good to know. That's something. But this one could still be red. Wait, unless... is this actually north? Or is... yeah, no, of course it is. The view here is shifted, of course. So north is this way. Yeah, okay, it actually does tell you here, north. Oh, don't know if I ever noticed that, but yeah. But the minimap is the right side up. So yes, this is north. These two are north, these two are west. Okay. Just making sure I'm understanding correctly. So we know that a western orb is red, and a sparkling orb is not red. A northern orb that is not red. But again, that doesn't really give us any useful information. Or does that mean... wait, or does it mean that no northern orb is red? A sparkling up to the north is not red. No, that the way it's worded is that one of these two is not red, right? I don't know. It could be interpreted either way, I think. Huh. We'll see. Obviously, there must be more hints than that. Also, we'll see how this actually works in practice once we step onto those platforms and give it a try. For now, we keep circling around down here, I suppose. That's where we ran into those zombie rats. We should also heal a bit. More barriers, okay. Is the lantern still on? Yeah, I guess it would be pitch black without it. Right. Still pretty dark compared to most places we've been exploring. Of course. Let me guess, there's another one? Most likely? Yep. Sure enough. Yeah, at least it's only 2 of them this time. Could be worse. You know, I think we'll focus on one at a time this time. So just reduce attack power for this one. Paste her. Okay. For some reason it decided that Swafnir was the greater threat here. Which doesn't make a lot of sense, but you know. There. Protect us a little bit. Now, of course, that's fine. Still be able to attack for 100 damage. I mean, I guess fireballs are so cheap that I can always just use them. No problem. Yep, okay. Again, inexplicable hate for Swafnir, who is now stunned. Should I heal him? I probably should. I was gonna say, with any luck, we might be actually able to finish this one off now, but nope. Quite the opposite. Yep. You keep attacking him, sure. That makes sense. Well, I suppose you finish him off then? That's a waste, though. You can deal way more damage than that. In fact, you can do even more damage. There. Oh, you only got 1 attack this time. Okay, that's fine. And Swafnir hasn't even attacked this one. What's going on here? Just leave him alone, man. Oh, come on. Yep, okay. There we go. Huh. That was odd, but, you know, not so bad. In addition to the expected bits of bones and dust, you find some scrolls. Most of them crumble at the touch. One of them doesn't. It is covered with unfamiliar words and crude pictograms of little moving humanoids. You try to duplicate the motions of the little figures and say the chants. How? Except I thought we weren't able to read any of it. Unfamiliar words. I guess we can read the words, they're just unfamiliar. You're surprised to find that the motions have magical power. You're learning how to cast a spell. Your skill with the spell Enduring Armor increases. Okay, not only do we learn it, we also learn that it's actually a spell we already know. Oh. Okay, and I mean, I know we know it, but okay, wait. Oh, never mind. Enduring Armor is the one that's actually new that we didn't have before. That we might have had access to learning, but I decided not to because it was very expensive. So, exactly like Enduring Shield, but better. Right. Also more expensive, but I guess that's to be expected. Alright, okay. I mean, in fact, 25 energy is really expensive. And I don't know about the duration, but, you know, any new spell is always welcome. Especially if it's free. Spectral Slith, huh? Thought we were done with these. Pretty tanky, but it's also not hostile quite yet. I mean, it's gonna be eventually. There is an undead warrior here, far older than most of the dead you've seen. He is still mostly intact, enough to be able to tell that he was a Slitherikai. I mean, a dead body would have to be extremely non-intact to not be able to tell that it's a Slith. This is the first of the very old undead whose origin you have been able to determine. Perhaps this was once a Slith city. Oh, so all the others were just so far decayed that maybe they were also Sliths? Is that what you're trying to imply here? Oh. Perhaps this was once a Slith city, and the newer generations of undead were created by older ones. Yeah, maybe? Okay, now it's hostile. Not sure why it needed to start out non-hostile, but Doesn't seem like it made any kind of practical difference. Okay, now we're in combat. I was wondering. Let's see here. These are not so bad. Maybe this is finally going to be some healing. Some mana restoration would be appreciated. Just to allow us to be a bit more efficient here. It may be undead, but I guess it's still pretty resistant to fire, so we should probably switch to the different sword, even if it's not going to be that much better. Okay, we're going to go into some sort of position, I guess, before we start this for real. Armor has been reduced, so attack power it is. Okay, physical damage does definitely work much better. That's good to know. And we got a bunch more lizards. Definitely want some magical protection. As well as, I guess, traditional physical protection. Weapon switch and... okay, 47. Better than before, at least. Question is, do we focus on the guy? I guess the answer is yeah. Okay. So far, incoming damage is not that bad. That's the good news. I would appreciate some double hits here. Okay, well, it's a double hit. It's not the best one. Not the best I've seen. Yep. Really surprisingly little damage from everything. I mean, the lizards are... I didn't expect to be bad, but this guy seemed... You know, I'm thinking of those Slith horrors, of course, in the Slith temple, but obviously this guy's not on the same level, thankfully. The question is... Well, let's use this once. Oh, I was gonna say he even seems relatively resistant to lightning damage or magical damage, I guess. But he did not resist a lot of that, so I guess that was just a really bad roll. Now the problem, of course, is that her cheap spell is not gonna be... It's not gonna work. I guess we can use some acid at least. We should also definitely start healing. And I guess... Wait. It's... I mean, it's spectral. Does that mean that it's considered undead? And that does that mean that it's actually resistant to cold damage? I'm gonna try Repel Spirit and see if it works on it. Oh, it does not. That makes no sense, game. It's clearly a type of undead. So that should work. In that case, that probably means that it's actually susceptible to cold damage, though, which I guess is useful, assuming it's true. Anyway, you can't do anything else. Just attack then. You can do something else. So I guess mighty shot. Come on. Good damage. I like it. Yep, okay. Keep attacking her. Well, the alternative is doing nothing, so I guess instead we do this. If this is not mana restoration, then she'll just have to chug a potion, which is just fine. Actually, still have smite here. I've not found myself using that a lot lately, but well, here we are. You're almost dead. You're dead now. Good. The undead Slith falls apart. He falls to the ground and disintegrates, leaving a pile of reddish-brown dust. Okay. Poking through the dust with your toe, you can see that the creature left behind a tarnished silver key, possibly to be used over here. I mean, there was mention of an egress of some sort, which is, I guess, something like an exit, right? So maybe there is a way to leave this place prematurely without dealing with the soul taker first. Oh, right. Oh, come on. You know, you can dish out some heals. Nice. Oh, you could do it again. I mean, yeah, at this point, why hold back? There we go. Okay, switch back to your better sword, though. Okay. Fine Silk Spear. Thanks. Ice Drake Vembraces. Stun resistance, hit chance, oh, minus hit chance, and cold resistance. Okay, yeah, well. Gymnastics and Quick Strike, obviously we want this. Fatigue removal. Yeah. And yeah, no one else will want something as heavy. Although, that being said, the weight is the same. They're also bulky. 8% acid resistance versus 12% cold resistance. I don't know, I feel like cold is relatively rare as far as damage types go. Of course, 12% is better than 8%. And damage, and acid, while annoying, tends to not hit for a lot of damage all at once. But the resistance might help the debuff from being applied in the first place, right? So I think I'll stick with that. Yeah. Okay, we have 2 of these. We did get the key. There's nothing on the walls. Save the game and... Okay. 50 energy. And 50 more energy. Wow, I honestly didn't expect it. But I'll take it. Now, we did find the key, so let's see if it fits the locks that I've found. Just so we know. Okay, it did work here. Wait, do we know where this leads though? No. Oh, interesting. So, oh, wait. That's not a problem. It doesn't make any sense because, I mean, this staircase leading, ending in the halfway down and forcing us to jump down with no way to return immediately, that makes perfect sense. Climbing up some staircase and then emerging somewhere in a way that we cannot return makes no sense. I mean, at least put a trapdoor here and explain that it can't be opened from the outside because there's just no handle, and can only be pushed open from inside and then slammed shut immediately. That would make it more sense than just appearing here. But I guess at least that answers the question as to how we will leave the place. It's also interesting and surprising, actually, that we were allowed out. In that case, we obviously didn't need this mana restoration, because unless something will reset down here. It doesn't seem like the enemies all just respawn or anything. Platinum ring, sure. Focusing crystal, thanks. At least one stand to the north has no orb. Interesting. So that's also an option. One stand to the north. I'm guessing that's what those altars are just officially called. Is there also something in here, actually? I don't know how to see. In fact, yeah, any plaques or writing on walls would be potentially easy to miss, which could be a problem. So at least one to the north doesn't have any kind of orb. And the other one is not necessarily red, I guess. Depending on how you interpret that clue. Right? Wait. Hold on. I guess I can always look at this video and write down the clues. Yeah, at least one stand to the north has no orb. So potentially both, unless no orb counts as, you know, a color, and thus no two stands will have no orb either. I guess that's not necessarily true. No orb isn't really a color, so... Well, again, we'll probably find at least a few more clues, and it's probably not gonna end up being that complicated in the end. That being said, this seems to keep going for a while longer, so I think I'm just gonna make a cut here. Of course, at this point I could just return to town and heal completely, but I mean, with this little refresher, we are able to sustain this expedition a bit longer. That being said, I will have to rebuff, so that will take a chunk out of my mana again, but I mean, we still have so many potions, so it's absolutely no problem. We'll see. Maybe I'll, depending on whether I feel like it, I might return to town, but we're probably just gonna continue for at least you know, a couple more fights before we head outside to recover and then return for the final push or something. We'll see. For the time being, I thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye.